press that, and I can't see a thing. Who's that? Hello, everybody. Oh God, I am warm in this bloody thing. Ah. Hello, fellow Cravers, and welcome to the CTG Podcast for Wednesday, the 28th of October. I'm Vault Boy.
You wish.
Oh, God, you know what, I've got to take this off. This is actually too unbearing. That's better. Sorry about that. It's warm in there. It is literally boiling. Oh, my eyes. Hi. Sorry about that.
Hey.
So, hello, fellow Cravers, and welcome to the CTG Podcast. It is Nights of Horror. It is night 6 of the Nights of Horror, and you have me, GD. I am joined by Cajr, and I am joined by Heavenly. Hello. Do you like the look of our Halloween-y set? It looks pretty. I put some webs. I made it a little bit redder. Looks nice. How is everybody, by the way? I'm just pressing random buttons.
I'm having problems with it loading on my phone, so
Just load up.
I can't really see it very much.
What the? Oh, that. Yeah.
Does it really matter?
Yeah. No.
I sent out a tweet with it earlier. We've got a pumpkin that's throwing up.
I like it. I've seen them before.
So, how has everyone's Halloween week been? Are you looking forward to your Night of Horror, Heavenly?
No, of course I'm not.
And I want to apologise to Cajr. We did actually kind of ruin his Night of Horror a bit, where me and Billy ended up talking more about amiibos than Alan, the alien. You do not look happy, mate.
Just waiting for you to actually get on with it.
Okay, I'm getting on with it. So, I don't know what to start with. You know what? Let's start with, before we start with all the Halloween-y stuff, let's start with the news that actually came out this week. As Heavenly puts on a headset.
Decides at last minute to put on a headset.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Didn't want it to ruin my hair and all that, you know.
Fair enough. Right, yeah, I want to talk about, it has been Paris Games Week. Well, it's currently Paris Games Week this week, isn't it? And PlayStation, Sony have announced a ton of stuff like they said that they would at this event. And we were not let down, were we?
I don't know, were we?
Well, first of all, we've been told about a new Gran Turismo game that is coming out, with the beta starting early next year, called Gran Turismo Sport. Now, they've said this is not a prologue, this is not Gran Turismo 7. This is Gran Turismo Sport, basically. And it's supposed to be more of a competitive side of that gaming genre. Now, Cajr, I think you're the biggest fan of.
I'm sorry, how much more competitive can you get when you're racing one person against another? How does that get any more competitive?
Pro League?
You're still racing one person against another.
Yeah, but
why is that any more competitive with me racing you?
I have no idea. Look, I'm not the one who said this. It's what they said. Well, they brought that out. So, what am I supposed to say about it?
I don't know. To be honest, it's not wholly unexpected. There's been, I think it's been overdue for the new Gran Turismo announcement. So it's kind of expected.
But then again, could this sports be, like with Forza, they have Forza Horizon, don't they, as their in-between game, where it's not as serious. Could this be their Gran Turismo's not serious version of their series?
No, because they've said they're going to more a competitive side. If you're going to a more competitive side, you're not going for the stupid stuff, are you?
Well, let's move on a bit more about another racing game that is on the PlayStation at the moment. Drive Club. They have released Drive Club Bikes, which is available today, which is a standalone DLC for Drive Club, which figure of speech you get to play with bikes in that. That sounds extremely familiar of another game racing series to do something like that, which we've also been told is actually going to become backwards compatible on the Xbox. Mr. Burnout Paradise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember
I
that.
was thinking that's actually got a release date now as well.
What, Burnout Paradise?
No, the backwards compatibility.
Yes, November the
Oh, is it
12th.
12th?
Yeah,
Yeah, along with the shit ass dashboard.
which we've said so many times about
Oh.
now. Oh, yeah, Heavenly, you've now actually had a go of the dashboard as well. What's your experience with it?
Oh, so many problems. It's just I can't get in parties. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like it's totally random whether it lets me join a party or not. And then like I couldn't get on Skype tonight, so I had to hard reset it again. Do you know what I mean? It's
I've had to, I've had to hard
literally
reset.
about 3 or 4 times a day I've got to hard reset my Xbox just to get the dashboard working.
Well, I think it's also been affecting Cajr and Twitch because he's been having major problems with the streaming on the Xbox One, haven't you? And I've got a
Yes.
feeling it's something to do with the dashboard and the new layout of it. And we've also seen it with trophies, as not trophies, achievements. Usually people with the old dashboard, you can actually go onto the trophies themselves. It will open a page, and you can also snap the trophies. Now with this new dashboard, it just snaps them. Even when you press it, it still snaps them. And at the moment, it only
Yes.
brings up your last 5 games. No offense, I
Yeah.
don't want to do that. I want to check all my games, and it doesn't give you an option to go and check all your games. Where's the point? Now this might just
Yeah.
be part of the preview program. Hopefully they will sort this out in how long we got? I think it's 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Something like
Only a
that.
couple of weeks, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully they've sorted it, or they're waiting till then to bring it out, saying, yeah, we've got all this fixed. Thank you guys for testing it, blah, blah, blah. I think the only good thing that is coming out of it is the backwards compatibility. Now, we don't know all 100 games yet. I think we only know a handful of games.
Yeah, there's the ones that came out. There's been a few who've already committed to saying that they wanted to bring it backwards compatible. Like Burnout Paradise, they said from word go basically. They wanted to bring it backwards compatible.
Yeah.
There's been a few games which you're going to get backwards compatible if you get the game over this winter. Like Just Cause 3, you get Just Cause 2.
Yeah.
What number are we on them? Gears of War Ultimate Edition, you get 1, 2, 3 and Judgment. Fallout 4, you get Fallout 3. So I think with Rainbow Six Siege, you get Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2.
You also, Fallout 4, you get Fallout 3.
I said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got, sorry. But more importantly, it's not just those games. We know of 2 other games which is also going to be added to this backwards compatible. What the hell have you got in your hand? Yeah, they're not car keys.
Having a look who it is.
Hi, Daddy.
Very well.
Hi.
You look a bit pale.
Oh, I've got to put makeup on for you.
You guys.
I love you.
Oh, God.
Go and see the doctor.
See, look, he cares about me. He cares about me.
Not very well.
Oh, he
Right,
looks sexy
where was...
today.
Yeah, just go.
Pale.
You guys are really, really, yeah.
Oh,
Stop
God,
it.
I'm going to remember that later.
Stop, please.
Imagine what
please.
you're going to do to him in your dreams.
Please stop encouraging
Go on,
him.
Heather. Just tell him what you're going to do to his dad in your dreams tonight.
Don't. Remember.
Well, it's an 18 plus, so we can talk anything.
No, we can't.
I'm not going to say anything.
Thank you.
His imagination is worse.
Anyway,
Anyway, talking about backwards compatibility coming on the Xbox, also games with gold, they have promised us that they're going to be games that are coming out on the 360 in that.
Oh my God, I love him.
Go away.
Going.
Oh, we'd make a good pair. We'd make a really good pair.
Stop.
I could be your stepmom. Oh my God, I'd love it.
This has become... I'm scared. Okay, now this is punishment
Sorry.
from my
This is what
stream
happens when I
into-
come on the podcast.
That's when he's around. You know what? I'm looking forward to next week now. just saying that. Anyway, like I was saying, backwards compatibility. Games with Gold. We was told that the 360 games that are going to be in there are also going to be part of the backwards compatibility starting from November. And so, in other words, 2 more games that we know that will be available is Dirt Free and Dungeon Siege Free, which are going to be the games with gold on the Xbox 360. Other games which are going to be available for it, Numa, and which will be available all the whole month of November. And then from the 15th of November till the 15th of December, Night Squad. So
Right, but what about those from previous? Because you've got 3 days where the games for gold.
I've got a feeling that they are going to be starting it from November. I think it wasn't thinking the preview program. It was more.
But the backwards compatibility comes out the 12th, so that you've still got a game for gold which is available to download up to the 15th.
No, you haven't.
Yes, you do. You said the next game to change on the 15th. So there's 3 days between the backwards compatibility coming out to the new game for gold changing.
Yeah,
the 3-day window.
The 2 games that are going to be first for the backwards compatibility that is going to be part of Games of Gold is Dirt Free, which is from the 1st to the 15th.
And Dungeon Siege.
And Dungeon Siege. Yeah. But Xbox 360's Games with Gold works differently from... Thank you. Works differently from the Xbox One, where it is...
Heavenly, your competition's there.
Stop doing that, you message. God's sake!
I love it.
This has gone great so far. I'm going to just point that out. So we know of a few games which are going to be available. I think one game that I keep noticing because of the image that we see for the backwards compatibility is there is going to be a Fable game in there as well. Now, we will not know the full list by the sounds of things until it comes out on the 12th of November. Hopefully we'll find out earlier, but I doubt it.
I think there will be at least a leaked list before then.
We'll hope. We can hope.
But I think, to be honest, I could see probably 90% of the games which haven't had a remastered or have a remaster in the works will become backwards compatible.
Yes.
I think it will just be a case they'll just say, you know what, these are the games that are missing. Why not?
So is there any games that haven't been remastered that you guys would like to have backwards compatible that we do not know of?
Let me just look at my games. Could
Are
be
we
a while.
talking about just Xbox?
Just Xbox
Grid,
360, yeah.
grid.
Oh,
You wanna
you
see
see
Grid,
now
of
I've said
course, yeah.
that, and now my Xbox is coming up.
Yeah, there's grid.
There we go.
Left 4 Dead 2 I would like to see. Because I highly enjoyed playing that on the 360. I wouldn't mind having that back again to play, which I think they've already said that that game is going to be backwards compatible, which is nice at least. I can't really think off the top of my head anything in particular. Probably the Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah,
as well.
that's probably what I'd like.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing those because I think the first Assassin's Creed was on the 360 as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll just going through the Assassin's Creed
Bioshocks?
well, I've heard that they are going to be doing a remaster of that, aren't they?
Oh, they're doing a remaster of them, I didn't know.
The first 2, yeah. Probably Infinite's going to be in there as well, knowing all look.
Dead Space?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
I'm basically just looking at a list of my games and anything that pops out at me.
Well, the thing is, we've also been, with backwards compatible being talked a lot about on the Xbox side of things, a lot of people have been asking it for the PlayStation as well, haven't they? Well, it looks like the bubble's probably been burst even more now that the actual president of Sony has actually come and said, no, we are not going to be doing backwards compatibility for the PlayStation 3 games. We already knew this was not going to happen, but people keep on asking, and they will continue to keep asking about this. They are not able to do that because it runs on a completely different system. We would like it. We would be happy if they even come out on the PlayStation Now, if the PlayStation Now was cheaper. Yeah, they've also shown the subscription for the PlayStation Now as well, which is available on the PS4 for the UK as we speak at the moment for $12.99 a month.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and you still need a PlayStation Plus subscription by the sounds of things as well.
That's ridiculous.
So
Sorry, what was that? I missed that.
PlayStation Now, they have now got a subscription service on PlayStation Now.
What's PlayStation Now? What? Right, before you say anything, because they have so many things titled PlayStation such a thing.
PlayStation Now is a streaming service that lets you play PS3 games, and I think there's PlayStation PS2 and PS1 games on there as well. That will be streamed from the cloud. The only problem with the streaming from the cloud is that we are not allowed to stream it on Twitch because you're streaming already, of course, which really burst my bubble very quickly. And you've got to be online to play the games because of it being streamed from the cloud, of course. That is pretty much what it is, in a nut, pretty much. So it's a streaming service, like I can't think of any other service that actually does that. To be honest,
I won't be subscribing to it then.
well, people can have a go of it. I think you can get a 7-day free trial on it. At the moment, I've had a go of it. I've played it a little bit, but
Well, what did you play?
games I've played, I played Sonic Generations, just to hurt Billy's feelings. I played a game called Tokyo Jungle. Yeah, Japan, you're weird. You control animals after all mankind has disappeared. But there is other games that I might have a go of. BioShock Infinite's on there, God of War Ascension. Trying to think what else I saw.
So the only thing that I could think that I'd want to play with it is the Final Fantasies, and that'd be
They're
it.
not
Yeah.
on it.
Oh, for fuck's
Then I
sake.
wouldn't.
There's only
Definitely wouldn't want it.
Yeah, there's only a select so many games that are on it at the moment. But I don't see the point of it
But
myself.
to be honest, now we just said the Final Fantasies. I could actually see the majority of the Final Fantasies getting re-released
Yeah.
because
Well-
majority of them can stand the test of time.
Well-
They're still good today as they were back then.
Well, thinking this way, we've already had 10 and 10.2 remastered, haven't we? And
Yeah.
we've got
Yeah.
7 being ported and being
Should supposed to
remade.
be, so we're still not going to
Well, it's
frigging
being
release
completely
date.
remade, isn't it?
Yeah, and the port,
Yeah,
which
but-
is supposed to be coming out winter this year, but we've not heard anything yet. There might be an announcement at PlayStation Experience in December, which I wouldn't be surprised if they say, like they did with Drive Club, this bike thing came out and it came out today, which we do not get that often nowadays.
Yeah,
They might
but
do it with Final Fantasy
Dri-
7s.
I don't
I'm
think.
surprised.
Would you think they could actually keep the lid on that? You know, in this day and age, how many times do things get leaked beforehand?
I don't know.
I don't
think-
know.
I
Some
can
people
remember
have done pretty
things,
well
Yeah.
recently.
Well, it's like another one that from the PlayStation press conference in this. Have you guys ever heard of this Paris Games Week before?
No.
No, I haven't either. The PlayStation has definitely put it on the map. Another game that was announced there is. Do you guys know? What's it? Is it Quantum Dream? They've made Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard of those. Yeah.
Well, they did a tech demo in 2013 of something called Cajr, where it was an android being tested while it was being built, and then the person who was testing it realized that it had a conscience, and so in other words, they had to disassemble it, and they stopped because she said she's scared. So he rebuilds her and then ships her off, but tells her to be quiet and be good. Well, they seem to have moved on from this tech demo, and now they're going to be bringing out a full game called Detroit, which is based on with the lead character being Kara from this tech demo, which is nice to see. It seems like sci-fi. It'll be an interactive story again, of course, being Quantic Dream, whatever. But it's nice to see that they've done something with this tech demo that a lot of people have been asking since that's happened. Now, that tech demo was designed using the PlayStation 3 to show what the PlayStation 3 can still do, and now it's coming out on the PlayStation 4. They haven't given an actual set date for it yet, but what we've seen, it looks very beautiful. And like I said, it's going to be more than likely, like Until Dawn was, an interactive story. But I would be happy to see something like that, and with a company that's done well in the past, it'd be nice to see more of it. Talking about Until Dawn, though, it seems that we're going to be getting a new Until Dawn game, in a way.
Well, they said it anyway. There was going to be a sequel, possibly not. But I know there's this DLC. There was a VR one.
That's what
Possibly.
That's what I was about to be talking about. Yes, they're going to be making a PlayStation VR Until Dawn, but it's not Until Dawn. It's a rail shooter, by the sounds of things. I'm waiting for Cajr's reactions to that. A rail shooter Until Dawn.
Oh, his mic switched off.
No, I'm just trying to work out how that works.
It probably, what are they called? Is it Indigos?
Wendigos.
Wendigos, thank you. What if it's
There's only one though.
No, there was more than one, wasn't there?
There's one.
Oh yeah, it's just what's his face now, isn't
It
it?
was just one, yeah.
Well, Heavenly watched mine from start to finish. I only remember one.
I remember a
Yeah.
few.
No, they're only one.
Well, either way, they're going to be making Until Dawn for the VR, and it's going to be a rail shooter. Now, I'm happy that they are focusing a bit more on this VR stuff, because it has got a few. It's got potential. And
It's got potential, but you don't take a horror game and make it into a real shooter. That's
Well,
just
they're
basically
just doing that
That's
because
just
they're going off the name.
yeah. It's basically going down to the Resident Evil school of how shall we advance our game from horror. Let's go on to make it just a regular shooter. No,
well,
Yeah.
well, the thing is, there's also announced
especially
something else.
yeah. It's also, the main thing about Until Dawn was the amount of choices you had to make.
Yes.
Now you make an on-rail shooter, it's just a completely different game. Like Heavenly said, just using the Until Dawn name.
Yeah, that's right. I think that as well. I think, Until Dawn was like a game that brought something really different into the, gaming genre at the moment. And now all they're doing is just doing exactly what they did with Resident Evil. Just thinking, right, how can we drag this out till then nobody's looking forward to the next one coming out.
Yeah, well, either way, this it's going to be called Until Dawn: Rush of Blood. It's still in the middle of development, but it was clear that that the world and characters we were creating would be perfect to expand into the new experiences. As we establish compelling gameplay for VR, we are able to combine that with a journey through many familiar aspects of Blackwood Pines. So we're still in the mountains. Yeah, but from a horrifying new perspective.
What, are you going to play the guy that turned up halfway through and then just got killed
Well,
with flamethrower?
yeah, we might have. Well, it's not just that. You know the Ghostface. You know who I'm on about when I say Ghostface, don't you? The serial killer part of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, people have been calling him Ghostface, by the way.
Right, okay.
I've seen.
You could have told me that before the thing, yeah?
Well, they've shown some screenshots. He's in one of the screenshots, and it does look very arcadey rail shooter, unfortunately. So it might just be the fact that it is just, this is what we want to show. This is what we are expecting to show from our VR experience. This is something that we can do as quick as possible, because I think the VR headset's supposed to be coming out next year anyway. So, and Until Dawn only came out a couple of months ago, wasn't it? I think it was last month.
Oh, no, the month before.
It was August.
September, was it?
You know we're in October, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I know, we're so near to November, aren't we?
Yeah. I think it was
early
early
September?
September, yeah. So
Yeah,
it was last
so nearly
month.
2 months.
So well, nearly 2 months, yeah. So you got to think the game has just suddenly become very popular, and I think Sony were surprised how popular Until Dawn was. Well, we saw that it didn't really have that much marketing for it, did it? I think it's mainly got popular because of people playing it through YouTube.
26th of August. It was 2 months
20
ago.
Yeah, it was 2
Yeah,
months
and they
ago.
had it on E3 as well, didn't
Yeah.
they? So
Did they? I can't remember on E3.
yeah, they did definitely. I remember.
Oh, I didn't
them
watch. I
talking
didn't watch
about how you could
Sony's.
make
I didn't watch
choices.
Sony's.
No.
Yeah.
Well, sticking with the VR headset part of it, another game is going to be getting VR support that kind of I thought is a little bit weird. Tekken 7 is going to be coming out on the Xbox One and PS4, but the PS4 is getting PSVR. So, how do you think
Yeah.
that is going to work? Are you gonna do
How many
first
people are
person?
you gonna see getting arrested for punching the ground because while they're playing it?
Well, how
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of smashed up living rooms and bedrooms, isn't there? When people get a little bit carried away.
And then those people that are too close to the TV, bang! Oh, sugar.
It's going to make some
Yeah.
great videos, though, isn't it? It basically,
YouTube
it's
is
just
gonna
kicking
be on
about and then
fire.
he kicks,
Yeah,
kicks
I think
sofa
the
backs,
best video you'll probably see about that is when somebody manages to play it in public somewhere in a busy shopping centre or something and just starts punching thin air.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it now, thinking of it. So they've not said much about what they're going to be doing with the VR headset. The only way I can see it actually working is if you're in a first-person view, unless there's a spectator mode where you're actually
You
just.
see, I
watching the
just
fight.
think, surely there's got to be some kind of survival horror that's going to come out for it. Do you know what I mean? The VR headset must lend itself really good towards that genre of game.
Oculus Rift, the developer kit of Oculus Rift has already had tons of horror games come out for it. Okay, the games haven't really, because of what graphic limitations they've had at the
Yeah.
moment, they've not really been the most scary of games. But a lot of people have said they do see potential in that area. Now, we've spoken about VR a lot on the podcast, where we've said where we think it's limited because of you either sitting down or you're in one room. They haven't got you can't really move well because you still would need a controller. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So the only way they could do horror well is either if they do it like a rail game. So Until Dawn, a rail version of it, or the game moves for you, or an interactive story, in other words. So what if they did Until Dawn, the actual Until Dawn which is out now, and they added VR support to it, in a way, if they could do that? Would you still play? Would you play Until Dawn again if you was able to do that?
Personally, no, because I just
Last thing you want is a Wendigo coming at your face.
no. It's not that. I'm a gamer. I've been basically brought up with a controller in my hand and looking at a television screen. I don't want to. It too different for me to go to VR and all that.
Moving away from Tekken 7 and VR a little bit, let's talk about where is it? I had it here a minute ago. There it is. Street Fighter 5. It has been given a release date. It is coming out February the 16th. What?
Chat.
Chat. Let's get GD in here.
What did you say?
Street Fighter 5 got a release date,
Yeah,
right?
Street Fighter 5 has now got a release date. It's coming out February the 16th. Dolzim has also been, confirmed to be back in the game as well. So,
I don't even know any new characters that are apart from some of the originals. I can't remember
Ken's
like.
different.
Wasn't he just like the blonde-haired version of Ryu?
Yeah, well, they've made it so now that Ken has his own personality. Well, people are not going to forget that he's just the blonde version of Ryu. He's player too.
he's been the blonde version of Ryu for so long. It's like
God, to get him
you
off
can't change him. The only way they could make Ken his own character now is if they make him better than Ryu in every way. Make it so everyone wants to be Ken instead of Ryu, if those are Ryu fans.
Well, they revealed that there's going to be 6 additional characters that will be added to the game in the first year, all free to players using the in-game currency. Now, they've also explained the in-game currency a bit more as well, which is called fight money. You can purchase fight money with real money, of course, but you can also earn fight money through playing the game. Which I'm happy with that, because if you want to get things done quickly, you can. You've got the option to do that, and if you are playing the game and you're good at the game, then you can actually earn the players as well, which is nice to see. But
I just think there's too much of that in games at the moment. Too much extra paying. It's like console games are starting to become like apps.
yeah. But
It's driving me mad. Like even on the new Assassin's Creed, you can pay, can't you, for Helix credits?
Well, Helix was there last in Unity as well.
Yeah, but
I don't see the point of it for Syndicate though.
Yeah. Well, if you notice on this one, and I don't know if anybody's played it enough to notice this one, I'm like probably about 3/4 of the way through it now.
I'm still in one.
In this one, if you want some of the maps of the like treasures and stuff like that, you've got to buy them with the Helix credits, and you don't get enough to buy a map. So they're trying to encourage people to pay to get these maps.
Yeah.
And all I'll be doing is going on the internet to get something up on my laptop while I'm playing it.
That's one thing I love about Ubisoft. They completely forget that there is another way that people can find these things.
Yeah.
No offense.
Sorry, is that on a separate topic?
What?
Because I was just going to mention, did you notice that they've changed it now to the Ubisoft Club?
Oh yeah, we haven't mentioned that yet as well. Yeah, Uplay seems to have vanished off everything, and now they've called it the Ubisoft Club. You can name it whatever you want, Ubisoft. It is still Uplay.
And it's still shit.
It's just a rebranding, isn't it?
It's not. Yeah, it is a rebranding.
It's for those people who might not really pay attention to things like Uplay. And they might hear bad things and think, oh, this is this Ubisoft Club. It must be different.
The thing is, I looked at it straight away and I thought, what the hell is this? I think I first noticed about the Ubisoft Club because it had downloaded on my Xbox One. I thought, what the hell is this thing? I thought, oh my god, is Ubisoft going to be doing what EA is doing with their EA Access? I thought, that might not be that bad because there is some really good Ubisoft games out there. And then I went on to it. Yeah, you're not fooling anybody, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
It looks so pretty. It's now blue. It's no. It's Uplay. Even you've got the same. You're still using Uplay points. If you're changing everything, change everything and stop putting it in every game that you own.
I know.
Even
I
in
agree.
Monopoly and Trivial Pursuit, games that do not need this.
And you're getting your special little credits, and you're thinking, I really don't give a fuck. I know, it's terrible.
But you can have special costumes for a game that is single player only. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've noticed that. Well done, Ubisoft. You've made Uplay 2.0. I'm hoping I'm going to give it a chance. Hopefully, you have learnt a few lessons from Uplay, where you do not need Uplay for everything to play the game.
Yeah, in my experience with most things, if they call it something different and rebrand it, it normally means that they just want to do the same shit but under a different name.
Yeah.
So I don't expect good things.
No, I don't either. Sticking with the PlayStation conference thing, No Man's Sky has been given a release month. It is going to be coming June 2016.
Well, wasn't that originally planned for this winter?
It was, yes.
But
But we
I
understand
think.
why it had been delayed, though.
Do we?
There was it floods. There was floods at the beginning of this year, or was it beginning of last
Yeah,
year?
yeah.
And
Some start,
the
weren't it?
people, yeah, the people of No Man's Sky, they're UK-based. They were small UK-based indie game developers, and their offices were on the ground floor, unfortunately, and they were in a flood area. They lost quite a lot of stuff in that, unfortunately. Well, it's nice to see that the game is still being made. I'm really looking forward to the game because of how big it's going to be. And we've now been given a release month, which is nice to see. We now have an idea when this game is actually going to come out. I think a lot of people are more upset that they've still got to wait a bit longer than anything. But the game does look beautiful. It still looks really beautiful.
I was thinking about this today. Sorry to go slightly off topic,
Yeah.
but I was thinking about this. There's a lot of games that were from Sony on PlayStation, which were like announced and they're all they're coming out, and we haven't heard hide nor heard of it. Final Fantasy VII, the PC port, still not got a release date, even though they said it'd be this.
It came out on
Q4.
iOS first. How do you
Yeah,
feel?
even so they said Q4. It's like there was other games. I just left me.
I like to 1 minute. I like to point out Q4 hasn't even started yet. Q4 is December.
I know,
is
but we've got
January,
nothing.
February,
We've got
March.
no. We've got no. No, it says Q4 2015, which would be the last 3 months of the year.
Would it?
Don't
No,
think it's the financial year. I don't
I
think it's the
it's
financial year.
isn't it? I thought they
No,
usually
no, I
do
think
tell it's financial.
when they say the year, I think
Yeah.
it's the last 3 months of the year. Saying
But-
that it's going to be in the last 3 months. We don't have a date yet. So,
Well,
but it's like I say,
yeah.
we've got nothing. We've got well, they said winter for Final Fantasy VII. This winter. So obviously that could be thingy. But like I said, Final Fantasy. What else were there? DayZ. What happened to that? H1Z1.
Well, H1Z1 is
Yeah.
still being is in development.
But yeah, but
still,
what's
so-
happened? What's happened to these? These are all like these WoW games that
Well-
they showed us, and then it's like this. No Man's Sky dropped off the radar for a long time.
Yeah, but like I said, with No Man's Sky, we know why it dropped off the radar
Yeah,
for a long time.
but even
Um,
before that, it dropped off the radar.
I think with H1Z1 and DayZ as well, the interest died down very quickly on the PC. I think they're still technically in early access on the PC still, but it's like, look at Doc. He's our PC man when it comes to this kind of stuff, and he's not played those games in months. I think
Yeah,
he's now
but it's
more
like I
of
said,
an ARC area.
they
isn't
were
it?
these WoW games. Yeah, these are the games we'll be giving you, and it's like we're still waiting.
Yeah.
We're waiting for any news, just something. Give us something. I mean, the both consoles are guilty of it because we're still waiting on games on Xbox, which they said, especially for the idea Xbox, there was a lot they announced,
Still
and
waiting
some of
for
them.
bloody Cuphead. I managed to
Well-
play that, but it's a fun game. It seems like it's all boss battles, which is weird.
But well, there was one that we were looking forward to at the time, and it's like I've not heard anything about it. It's Space Engineers. we were
yes, I
looking
completely
forward to
forgot
playing
about that. You would have thought that would be in its preview program by now. Yeah, but
So like I said, they're both guilty of it. But these were like, these were when it wasn't even this year they were announced. It was last year, wasn't it?
yes, it was.
So
We forgot we're coming up to 2 years of both consoles, aren't we? So yeah, it was
Hmm.
last year. The thing is, that's what it's like with indie games. Though we can't guarantee that the games are still coming out. They can announce it as much as they possibly can, but if there's something wrong with development or anything like that,
yeah, but
you never know.
it's, when we go back to Final Fantasy VII, they announced it to be last year or earlier this year, something. I can't remember the exact date. Then they put it back, and it's back. Well, we didn't hear anything of it, and then it's like, oh, we're bringing out the iOS version, you'll get the PS4 version later in the year. It's like, just give us something more concrete.
Yeah, I agree. We would love to have more concrete stuff about Final Fantasy VII, but at the same time, we've got to remember, we can't really start complaining about Final Fantasy VII, the port, until that time has passed. Now, we're either in the middle of that time, or that time hasn't even started. Now, also, we've got to remember with PlayStation, we still have the PlayStation experience, which is happening on the 4th of December for a couple of days. Now, we might find some more information then. PlayStation's conference season is not over by a long shot yet. And if anything, we've just started getting information about their first party titles this week. We've been hearing, like, they skipped Gamescom and they skipped EGX on game information,
And
didn't they?
did not even they skipped E3 this year as well,
yeah,
pretty
E3
much.
they pretty much skipped as well because they still stole E3 because they announced Final Fantasy remake, which ruined Square Enix's conference. They did announce a lot of third-party stuff there, but this whole year we've been on about there's no first-party stuff. You're not telling us any first-party stuff. We're not complaining. We still think you're a great console, and you don't really need to do this. But please give us something that isn't just Nathan Drake collection. And now they've actually started giving some stuff this week.
Yeah, but like I said, they're giving
It all
things
feels
on-
like a bit of an anticlimax to me.
Yeah, they're giving us new announcements for new games. All right, they give us a release date for No Man's Sky, but like I said, there's all them games from 2 years ago, which we still haven't got.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
Now, how hard can it be for Square Enix to port the Final Fantasy?
we don't know.
It can't. It can't take over 12 months to port it. Seriously.
Well, we're not Square Enix. We don't know. It might be something.
It depends on how much of a priority it is for them.
You got to remember you got to remember Square Enix. They've got two major projects that they are working on as we speak. They've got Kingdom Hearts 3 and they've got the remake. They've got three major projects technically.
Of Final Fantasy
They've got
15.
15 and they've got the remake of.
And they've got
as
Deus
well.
Ex as well.
And Deus Ex I've got
Tomb
it's close to
Raider.
finishing. Tomb Raider comes out next month. So
Yes.
yeah, so they've been careful with those kind of things.
Yeah, but like I said, they're giving us these announcements, getting us, let's thing it. But then we hear nothing. It's not like say, sorry, it's been delayed for this reason or that reason.
Kingsley says you have a lot of games.
Yeah, it's like this big gesture of, wow, look at this, we're doing this game, and then it's nothing else.
Yeah, it's like I say, it's
But then again, we have had conferences like that. We've had games been right. For example, on Xbox, do you remember the one that was the fighting game but with elements or something like that? Where a lot of people they said, "You remember this old classic?" And then most of us said, "No, we
never heard
don't
of it.
remember this." I don't remember what the game was called, but
Nor me.
we've had lots of E3s, Gamescoms, and everything like that where we've had something be announced and then we hear nothing for a while. It's like, look at Last Guardian, for crying out loud. How often have we been said, have you got any information about this? No. Oh, is it going to be in this conference? No. I think it's dead. Oh, it's not dead. Oh, okay. It's still there. It's still there. You're going to show... Oh, you're showing us a picture. I think we've already seen that picture, but thank
Yeah.
you. We've had that kind of situation, and at the same time, we've got to think they're indie developers. Most of them that we were on about are indie developers, so it will take them a lot longer to get these games sorted as well.
yeah, I accept that. But like I say, give us some give
I
us
know,
something.
we
We
need
said for
something.
years about Fallout. Give us something, and when they did, they said, "Oh, it's going to be out later this year." You know, we could.
That's a good point. Where is Bully 2, Red Dead 2, or Manhunt 3?
Wasn't Bullet 2 been announced?
Bully, yeah. No, wait. Was it?
Is it not? Is it not called Bullet Senior Year, something like that?
I think that was just like a Game of the Year edition.
No. I'm
Talking
sure Bullet
about
2.
that, Alien Isolation Collection came out this week as well. Which is kind of a complete collection.
Yeah. Bullet 2 to be released in 2016.
Oh, so there is
Rockstar announces.
So there is a Bully 2 coming.
Yes,
Oh, nice.
it's called Senior Year. Bullet 2 Senior Year 2016.
And
It was announced. Where's this article from?
I think Red Dead 2 did come out. I think they ended up calling it Red Dead Redemption. Sorry.
You know what he meant. You know
yeah,
what
I know
he
it.
meant.
Sorry. But the thing is, wait a minute, aren't they all Rockstar games?
Probably.
And Manhunt 3, they're probably still making that. The thing is, these are the games. That's the thing. The thing is, we hear something about them. doesn't mean that they're not making them. It just means that they haven't got anything new to say. at the
Yeah,
moment.
but as gamers, sometimes if you want to keep that
We want
excitement
some-
building,
We've
you
got
want
to
to
keep
like,
the hype.
yeah, you want to keep that. It's like even if you're just releasing screenshots, give us something. Show us you're still developing it, because we don't know if it gets shelved for some other shiny new project that come along.
Yeah. So it's like that's just thought. What about Quantum Break? We've heard something at Gamescom, and then that's it. Have we been given a date for that? I think the
Don't know.
interactive side of it's been kind of.
Fuck's sake.
All I know is that I don't think we've ever been in a situation where we've got so many games that we have no idea what the release dates are for them.
Kingsley says he's waited very angry for Fallout 4. Don't worry, Kingsley, you haven't got that long to wait. I think it's 2 weeks. It's
The initial release date of Quantum Break is April 5th, 2016.
April 5th. Oh, so we were actually given a date for that. Another game.
That's
added
why
to
I'm
the
trying to
beginning
rush
of
through
the year.
Assassin's Creed, so I'm all ready for Fallout.
Yeah.
But we've just downloaded Halo today, so
Oh.
I'm getting that at weekend.
I am
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I'm seeing how much money I've got first, so I might be getting that.
you need to hurry up.
don't get me-
4-player co-op.
That's a good point. What about Valve? How many times have we been stuck?
Yeah, but
the
the thing about
bloody
the thing about Valve is you know what their main project is Steam.
Their Steam. Unfortunately, they're making so much money through Steam. It might be the fact that they might not be. They might still be making these games. I think we've heard many rumors about them still making these games. I won't be surprised if we see a Portal 3 or a Portal game. And then again, what if they're making games for the Vive?
But what about this? Do you not think that maybe all the top games now aren't spread far enough out with regards to publishers? You've got so many publishers. Like right, we've got these like Bethesda. They've got Fallout, and they've got Elder Scrolls. That's 2. That's manageable. They've got Dishonored as well. They'll have other little things, but that's manageable. Them main 3. But then you get someone like Activision. Well, not what you actually. I use Ubisoft. They've got Far Cry. They can focus on, or they've got Assassin's Creed. They've got is Rainbow Six Ubisoft.
Yes.
You got that. You got The Division. You've got Ghost Recon. Is it Hinterlands, Heartlands, something like that? Hinterlands.
I don't know.
There's the Ghost Recon coming out. They announced. You know, that's like.
Oh,
You've
I know which one you're on about now. Yeah. The one that was
Yeah,
announced. at
you've
the
got so many games. What's my Xbox doing? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh
end.
shit! Oh
We
shit!
can still see you. Don't worry.
Yeah, man, I can't see you. How do you get back to it? Sorry. Wait. Oh, there it is, back to
I thought we were going to just completely the Xbox. Well done, Xbox. You have ruined everything.
Ooh, I'm back. Yeah, but like I was saying, I better not use my arms. I think that what did it, the gestures thing. It was like they've got so many things, and they're spreading them like too thinly.
Yeah.
It's like we've got all these games. It's like, oh, we're going to focus on this game. It's like we're going to have to put this game back, which will put this game back, which will then put this game back. So it's like a domino effect. One game gets slight delayed for whatever reason, and everything gets pushed back, and then we don't hear from some games for quite a long time. I know they've got
It's
other
awkward
different
for me
studios.
because Ubisoft are my favourite games company. They make my most favourite games.
Ubisoft
So-
do make some great games, but as a company, I'm still not.
Oh, they're a shit company, but I
yeah.
love
Well,
the
it's not-
games. Really
Ken's just brought
do.
out another game that they've got, Watch Dogs, as well.
Yeah. That,
Oh, that was bad.
That was bad. Yeah. Well, hopefully, Watch Dogs 2, which more than
The
likely are
idea was
making.
good. The idea of the game was good. The
No, I'm not going
execution
to even
was
get the
poor.
second one.
The execution was poor.
The thing is, this is the problem.
Was Shadows of Mordor Ubisoft?
No, it was EA, wasn't it?
I think it.
It was. The only person we
I'm
can ask-
looking now.
Yeah.
Warner Bros. New Line Cinema. Warner Brothers and Monolith.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
I do feel
Still
sorry.
my favourite game.
I do. Well, like Kingsley says, Assassin's Creed games have been bad for the PC for years now. The thing is, Ubisoft games for the PC itself have always been bad. They seem to be more focused on consoles a bit. It's like
Yeah.
we've been playing Syndicate, and I think it is better than Unity. at the moment.
Definitely.
I do feel bad that there is no single player there. But then again, we've got to think it this way. It's not just been Ubisoft that has been bad. So has Warner Brothers been bad about the PC games, especially with Batman Arkham Knight, which had to be pulled off the shelf and is now back. See? Yes, Arkham Knight is now back on Steam, which has been. It was August when it was released. Was it August when it was released on the consoles?
Oh, it sounds about right to
Yeah.
me.
I think it was early August, and it kind of did not work on the PC. When I say kind of not worked, it was basically unplayable. What game are you looking at?
Who?
That's Shadows of Mordor.
Shadows of Mordor, yeah.
That was ages ago.
Yeah, that's how far behind the camera is, mate.
Probably from when I kind of disappeared.
Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, so Batman Arkham Knight is back for the PC people. People who have got the season pass, they have got everything that is already available on the season pass. So stuff that you are expected to have, you have got. Congrats. I've got a feeling not many people are going to be buying that game on the PC now. Just for the fact of how long it's taken them to fix it. It's been so bad that Rocksteady actually had to take control of fixing this game as well from the people who did the PC version of it back in June. So it's nice that Rocksteady have actually said, you know what, no, pass it here. This is supposed to be our last Batman game, and you guys have ruined it on PC. Thank you very much. Now let us fix this. And they have. So it's nice to see that they have put the game back out again for people on the PC. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Why can't we have Spyro Crash Bandicoot? I want a bloody Crash Bandicoot game. I've been saying this. Where the hell is my Crash Bandicoot game?
But
Yeah, I like Crash Bandicoot.
but with the modern games, how would Crash Bandicoot work? Would it be the same style of game? Would you change the style of it? Would it just be more than just a jumping game?
They'll just do what Spyro did and bring out toys. Yes, people, if you don't remember,
so
Skylanders was Spyro at the beginning.
Yeah, so when they get sick of Skylanders, they'll go, Bandicoots.
Let's do Bandicoots, yeah. I think we've got this thing called Crash. Should we use that? Yeah, let's use that. But I do want to see another Crash Bandicoot game, even as a digital game. That would be fun. So, yeah, they could make it a store game for cheaper. Yeah, I agree. They could just make it a store game, a digital game. Or even bring... Would you want to see a remaster of Crash Bandicoot? Or do you think that might be taking it too far of the remasters?
I think that is taking it too far.
Well, is it though? Because if the demand's there, people will buy it.
Well, there has been rumours that PS1 classics are supposed to be coming back to PS4 as well. So could Crash Bandicoot be... Well, Crash Bandicoot is a classic on the PlayStation. It was PlayStation's mascot when it first came out. So could we see those games coming on the PS4 as digital only? Would you want to see those games? If it was, say, £5, or do you think cheaper?
Personally, I was never a Crash Bandicoot fan.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So that game, I'd have to say no. But this is going back to the Final Fantasy. I was a huge Final Fantasy fan. One of the games, the original Driver, I loved that.
Crazy
Even the original... never really a fan of that. You had...
It's Hanksy.
and the camera instantly wants to look elsewhere. But you've got the original Command and Conquer.
Look, the camera prefers you.
I'm not surprised. Have you seen how you look, Heavenly?
I'm loving it. Still focusing on Hanksy, and it's not going to stop. There we go.
Yeah. So anyway, you've got the original Command and Conquer games.
Hanksy, stop moving.
It's a cat now. It wants to focus on the cat. But like the original Resident Evil guys, Dino Crisis.
I want Dino Crisis.
Where's your Burnout game? Get what backwards compatibility, Kinsey.
Yeah, you can.
You get Burnout Paradise.
Is coming
It's
backwards compatible, yeah. So.
Oh, if PS1 games were backwards compatible, my picks would be Secundum, great role-playing game. Then there would be Parasite Eve. Absolutely love that as well.
Eve, yeah.
And then the third one would be Vandal Hearts.
I've never heard of Vandal Hearts.
Yeah, it's like a turn-based fighter game. It's brilliant. Those would be my 3 picks.
Well, like I said, there's rumours that PlayStation 1 games, the classics, are supposed to be coming back to the PS4 anyway. So I don't think it's going to be backwards compatible. I think it's going to be in a store that you can buy again, which I'll be happy with that, because I think a lot of people will still buy those games just as nostalgia type of things. So let's hope and see what happens with that. They might even do a PS2 version, and I doubt they'll do it with the PS3, because we know the reason why PS3 games are not backwards compatible on the PS4, because of Cell. Let's just say it's because of Cell. Burnout, like we said, Burnout Paradise is going to be coming backwards compatible on the Xbox One. But yeah, I would like to see a new Burnout game. I think Criterion are on about... Oh, God, yeah, I forgot about that. So Criterion are making a new game anyway. But the people who made Burnout, I think they're doing a spiritual successor to Burnout, which is supposed to be coming out. We don't know when, we don't know how it looks or anything. We just know that is being developed as we speak, which is nice to see. So I'm happy that that kind of game is coming back. Resident Evil 6 was too easy. They need to make it go back. We know.
I agree. Yeah, we all agree with that.
We all agree. Well, to be honest, if you do want to play a good modern Resident Evil game, I always highly recommend play Revelations 2 or even the first Revelations. I loved Revelations 2. And if you want to play the original Resident Evil, there is the remastered. Which, by the way, Heavenly, you're going to be doing that as your Night of Horror on Friday, aren't you?
Yes, tune in on Friday.
Friday.
To see me shitting myself.
You won't. I mean, I played that game. We just laughed.
You just
I
got
hate
annoyed
it. I
because there was
played
a
it
bloody
before. I
no bloody
hate
door
it.
there.
It scares the shit out of me. It's zombies. I really hate zombies. Anything to do with zombies and...
But if you know the original game, which I'm guessing you do.
Yes, but I haven't played it for 10 years, Caj. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I hadn't played it for years, but I still saw things that added and changed and things. Like, at the top of the stairs, the first stairs in the first room, in the hall, there's a door there. When originally, I think there was a bloody
Why is that door come
painting.
from?
and beyond that door was a frigging graveyard. And you could get down into a crypt, which was never there in the original game.
Oh no, they've added more stuff to it.
Oh, God. Oh,
Do you know
God.
when you first see the zombie?
Yeah.
The very
Yeah.
first zombie? You know, that area was like little closed off, weren't it? And you had that
Yeah.
what corridor to go back. Now there's a corridor going off on the other side. So you have to run through that area again.
Oh, you're making me more frightened. Stop it.
So there's all these little...
Damn.
I wish you...
No, I don't want to do it.
You've got
You
to
do.
now.
Like I say, you'll see it for yourself. You'll see these little changes if you can remember much of the old game. Which will probably come back to you if you're a biggest fan as you say. So, like I say, I instantly saw all these changes. And that ruined it straight away for me. Because I could still remember the old game. What?
You know what I'm going to say about it. They added things. Okay, they added things. Get over it.
Yeah, but I wanted the original. I wouldn't mind if they said you can have the
Yeah, I bet
original
you're
or the
scared.
original remaster.
I bet you're scared of the whole Final Fantasy VII remake, because we already know there's going to be changes made in that game.
Yeah, that... Oh, don't even get me going on that.
Wait till the game comes out, then you can start complaining about it.
But at least there's one thing they'll do with the... Because I'm guessing the character's going to have us. We're going to find out if it's Eris or Aerith.
good point. It's bloody Aerith.
I think it's Aerith.
It was Eris. It was an S on end of mine
I don't give a damn.
when I got it.
No, it was a
F.
TH
Yeah,
on mine.
TH
It was
on
an
mine.
S on mine. Yours is all wrong. It was an S on mine. I
Oh,
still
it's
have
wrong.
my PS1 version of it. I can reach it. Breathe in.
I think the camera's caught back up with Cajr, by the way.
Because
Yeah, the camera's caught back up with Cajr.
7,
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
8,
8. I want 8 being remastered, by the way.
and 9.
And 9.
all the
no!
PS1.
Cagsy, why?
So I've got them all, like I say. And like I say, it was Eris, but if they're going to change things, there's rumours they want to change the famous death scene.
What? Of Aerith?
Well, spoilers there, but yeah.
Yeah, they've changed.
There's rumours
they're going to
that-
change it. She's not actually going to die now.
What?
I'm joking.
There's rumours, whether they do or not, I don't know, because that's like the
That was one of the best scenes.
yeah, it was the most unexpected.
Do you know what I actually
Shocking.
find funny about that? When I first played Final Fantasy VII, I remember hearing rumours that there was a way to actually save her in that. And I think I
Oh
ended
my
up
God.
playing that bloody scene over and over again, trying to save her.
Button mashing.
And
My
one
mind,
thing,
I did not realise what a cutscene was back then because I was really young.
The only thing that makes you feel like Sephiroth is really evil.
and the other thing they'll be able to address is what the fuck was the material that dropped out of her bloody hair when she died?
Okay.
You can't remember that scene, can you?
No.
I can.
Remember when she dies, she falls forward, and then
Yes,
the material
and it
falls?
comes out. Yeah, the ball. Yeah.
You don't actually find out what that material is.
No, you pick
Just-
it up, but yeah, I know.
Well, you don't pick it up; it goes into water, and you can never get to it, as far as I can remember.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
And it's
I know, I remember.
never referenced again. It just disappears.
Oh, they probably won't address it.
Where was I?
Make up your mind. Do you want it to change or not?
No, I'm just saying there's a few things they can address. They can change thing because that material point.
You can't have
No.
it both ways. What's
But
Don't
that
change
means- no.
it,
about?
but change it.
would that scene be any different if you take out the material moment?
I don't know. Probably not, because I don't remember that scene.
Like I said, the material moment, it was pointless in the story in the end. It's like, why is that material? I can hear myself. Somebody just needs to turn the console.
Which is, yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think we're getting close to the end of the podcast anyway, guys. So let's do our usual quick, not so quick updates. Quick whatever. So, first of all, Origin Halloween sale has slashed some prices by 75%. So that'd probably be Evil Within, stuff like that. Probably be cheaper for PC players. We already talked about that bit. Xbox One bundle, 500GB Connect bundle with 3 games will run you $399 for a limited time. We don't know if that is coming out to the UK as well, but more than likely it might. Because usually what game comes out in the US usually comes to us as well. Esports to generate $747 million this year and is expected to grow by 150% by 2018. It shows that esports is actually becoming bigger and bigger each year. Hi, Cat.
I've just seen a story I do not want to read, sorry.
Well, Amazon Fire TV users can now play Final Fantasy 3 to 6 on their HD TV. Well done, Amazon. You now have the Fire TV doing something which is useful. We didn't want to do sci-fi, says director of new sci-fi game Detroit. What did you want to do? You was making a game with androids in it. What do you expect? So, someone's just seen your picture, seen your screen, haven't they?
Haha. Halloween special. I'm just a really bad goth.
Rocket League is getting hockey, pinball, moonball modes with Mutators DLC. We can play hockey in Rocket League. I actually want to get that DLC now just to change things about a bit in that game.
Well, after that epic match we played with Billy.
That is coming up next week, by the way. So we're not going to say much about that match, but it was a fun match. GT Sport is not Gran Turismo 7, and it's not Prologue either. Yeah, we already said that. There's more Fallout mod details will come after the game is released. So we already knew Fallout 4 will probably be getting mod support anyway, but we don't know when it's going to be getting mod support for the PC. I think the Xbox One is on about having it as well, isn't it? Caj?
I have no idea.
I know there was one game that
Fallout
was.
4, yeah. They said they were going to bring mods to console.
But we
I think
don't
it wasn't
know.
the only game. I think it was just Cause 4, possibly. Just Cause 3, sorry.
Yeah, well, that shows a good thing about the new dashboard is that it's more like Windows 10, isn't it? I think it's supposed to be more connected with Windows 10. It's trying to make everything connect together or something.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, the dashboard is horrible.
Oh god, yeah. Uncharted 4 multiplayer is shooting for 8 maps and no remakes, which is nice. So new maps for the multiplayer on Uncharted 4. Also, that it is going to be 60 frames per second at 1080p, which is nice. But there is going to be microtransactions in that game. Well done. I'm happy for you guys, I guess. Gravity Rush 2 has been sort of announced as well, which we forgot to mention. Boundless is a cross-platform open-world game for PS4 and PC. That looks quite good. A lot of people have been saying it reminds them a bit of Minecraft, this Boundless game, but it's just one big world for PC and PS4, all in the same world by the sounds of things. So you will be playing with
how's
PC
that going to
games.
work?
Well, they're doing it with Fable Legends, aren't they? There is going to be a PC, Xbox One cross-platform, isn't it?
It depends on how many people you're going to get hacking it.
Well, already Rocket League is already cross-platform.
Is it?
Yeah. PlayStation Plus League is esports for your PS4. Yeah, they announced a PlayStation Plus League, which has gone live. So, yeah, esports, PS4. Good for you, I guess. I'm happy for you. Super Mario Maker is getting an update, which is now giving you checkpoints in the game. It's coming out next month. I am happy about that because I've played so many Mario Maker levels where you think, I've nearly done it, and then you get killed and you've got to start all the way at the beginning again. It's not fun. Thank you. Checkpoints are actually coming. Nope. Nope. Sorry. I think I've covered everything. Oh, Sega is considering ways to re-release Shenmue 1 and 2 in time for Shenmue 3.
Did you mention Battlefield?
What about Battlefield? Sorry.
Battlefield, I don't know, is it Battlefield 4 where it's free map?
No, I didn't know anything about that.
Let me just see if I can quickly find that. Something about it's a community created. It's like they ask questions about it, and
Oh, were they doing AMA?
I don't know, but they brought out it's free. It's free.
Either way, we're getting a new map on the Battlefield 4, aren't we? But
Yeah.
it's going to be free as well. Mass Effect without Shepard. Be open-minded, says Andromeda director. We keep forgetting that's still coming out, isn't it? I think we're not going to remember it until the actual game's been given a release date, in my opinion, for that. A PS4 survey hints at new updates, increased number in party, custom backgrounds, and appear offline mode. we were on. They still haven't given us our Twitch for the UK yet, so we can stream. We can't watch it still. US
Yeah.
has just got it, so a lot of people were more surprised about that, if anything. Halo 5 Guardian's been given positive reviews across the board. No surprise there.
Yeah.
And by the sounds of things, the online's working. So well done. The game just came out yesterday.
Well, anything was going to be better after that, wasn't it? So.
Oh god, yeah.
Disaster.
I'm trying to see if there's any more. There was Fallout beer is being made by Carlsberg, and it's on sale on Amazon, and it's only available for the UK. You can buy Fallout beer, but you can pre-order Fallout beer. It will not be shipped out until the 10th of November. But
That's
I think
good.
I've had a look into this because I am thinking about getting it myself.
I've got to have a look now.
It's £30 and you get 12 bottles in it, but it's more to the fact because of it being Fallout. But then again, I think that's usually how much for a 12-pack of beer, isn't it? I don't usually.
No, GD.
I buy expensive beer then.
You really must buy a 12-pack of beer for 30 quid.
It's Fallout beer.
GD.
Oh, I want it. And Fallout 4 has gone gold, which is nice to see. I think I had a conversation with someone about that. They said that they spoke to someone about Fallout 4 going gold, and they thought, "Oh, well done for them for selling 1 million copies." You keep forgetting that when you say gold for like in music or in film, it means something different from when something goes gold for gaming, doesn't it? It just means that it's ready to be shipped. So at least we now know that it is definitely coming out when it says it's coming out. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing. I think the only way it could go really bad if there was a really bad bug in it. But then again, they'll just do a day one patch, won't they? Which we're more than likely going to have anyway.
Well, I think.
Hey. Yeah, well, we're going to have a day. It's like every game nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think the biggest problem with New Vegas was the corrupting save datas.
Yeah. Well, I'm really hurt. I've got a feeling the game's going to run smoothly anyway. Don't you?
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, yeah. Have you heard about the South by Southwest thing as well? They were supposed to be doing 2 panels about Gamergate and harassment and that lot in gaming. And they ended up having to pull them both off their interactive area of South by Southwest for next year because they kept on getting harassed by people for putting these panels on there. And now that they've pulled them off, BuzzFeed is now threatening to pull away from South by Southwest as well. So it seems that Gamergate is still alive, people. Even though most of us still not 100% sure what Gamergate is actually. We've heard many different alliterations of it. So, yeah. I think that's everything. Have you guys got any news that you want to add?
Not really,
No.
other than that Soma is shit.
Especially when GD plays it.
Oh, fuck off. Do you want to talk a little bit about that before we move on? About the Nights of Horror? We might as well. Like I said, we're on night 6 at the moment of Nights of Horror. This is not technically night 6 of it. So far, we've had I Am Ryan play Zombie. I was not surprised. I was actually surprised he was so scared of zombies in that.
That was good, that was.
That was a good game. Yeah, that was brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
By the way, that video is already up on our YouTube channel. You can go and watch that pretty much in full. But I enjoyed it. It was nice to see Ryan's reaction to the whole of it.
Yeah, I was surprised he was so scared as well.
It's just... Gamergate, all started by game devs sleeping around for up ratings, is now gaming feminist movement. It's funny how life changes. Yeah, it isn't it? Don't worry, by this time next year, Gamergate will mean something completely different. Then we went on to night 2, which was Shimmy playing Amnesia. It was a bit slow at the beginning, I'm going to be honest, but we didn't know what the hell we were supposed to be doing in that game. And then it only helped when I was there, I had helped him out through the walkthrough to know where the hell we were supposed to be going with that game. And I think the scariest part was the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was panicking about that, and it was.
Yeah, he didn't like that much, did he?
Well, would you like it if there's something in the water that was trying to kill you, and your only survival was boxes, and you could throw books in the water to make it go and look somewhere else? Then we went on to day 3. It was Cajr's, and he ended up playing Alien Isolation. He made friends with Alan.
I know, and he played it too early, so we all missed it.
I will say I was planning on playing it for a lot longer, but I kind of got tired.
Yeah,
I know, I was really upset that I missed that one.
Me and
What
Billy
shit?
had a ton of fun.
You did, to be honest, you didn't miss much because I'd say GD and Billy kind of ruined it. When I'm trying to play a horror game and they're talking about playing Final Fantasy X
We're always talking
and
about
fucking
amiibos.
amiibos, and it kind of takes away from the horror side of things.
And then we saw Alien and we said hi to him.
Yeah, well, his
Cajr always looks bored.
tail was sticking through my chest. But yeah, so it wasn't the best stream.
It was alright. Well, if you want to see that stream anyway, it is available on our YouTube channel as well. Then we went on to night 4, which was Dog playing Five Nights at Freddy's 4.
Ruined again by GD.
It was not ruined by me.
It was in a way because you want. All about horror is, it's. You're on your own.
I switched
you're
off
alone.
after a while because he was stuck on that one bit.
It was stuck on that one bit. In my
Yeah.
opinion, with Five Nights at Freddy's, the jump scares kind of died down very quickly with that.
Yeah,
Once you got scared once, it was a bit. Yeah. And I think the only thing that actually scared us after the first time something jumped out at him was the thing that came from right in front of you, out of nowhere. when
I
it was
think
at the door or something like that, it was
earlier
a
in the
bit-
game, if he was on his own, he wouldn't have had that.
You're playing solitaire. Stop playing bloody solitaire!
Let's point out, I've not been listening for the last 10 minutes. That's my attention span.
I know.
But like it's like mine. Like I say, it's if I was on my own, the game can get to you more, sort of thing. If you know what I mean. The silence, the little sound. When you've got somebody talking about friggin' amiibos and Nintendo next to you, you don't. I mean, parts of it. Half that story I can't even remember because I'm too busy listening to you two.
I just got nostalgia from it, that's all.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah, I don't want nobody in a party with me when I'm doing mine.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure, because I'll have Hanksy in the same room as me, so...
Yeah, it's just going to have Hanksy anyway.
like I say, it makes it more dramatic sort of thing.
Okay.
It's like the horror, it's meant to be you're alone against this whatever you're fighting or whatever. Not you've got two people in the back room playing this stupid kid game or whatever, playing with fucking little dolls.
I mean, it was awesome. I like to point out
Hanksy
Billy
wants
ended
a
up buying
friend,
a lot
though,
of
when he
amiibos.
does his.
He's got you.
He's
don't
got
worry.
a friend. He's got Jack,
Oh,
hasn't
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Daniels.
He's got Jack.
he?
Yeah.
Mr. Daniels.
No, it's Glenn from Glenn. What's your whiskey? You're only a
Glenfiddich.
Scotchman. Glenn
Morangi.
Morangi.
Thank you, Bubbles. In jump scares, your body will adjust to the visuals, but your ears do not, so the sound in scares you while your visuals are nulled. But then again, I think when you haven't... I don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's 4, it's... I even stopped getting scared of it. I think even Heavenly stopped getting scared of it. I think we
Oh,
all
well, I
said it
stopped
was-
watching it because it drove me mad, being stuck on that one bit.
Yeah, it was stuck on day 2 for quite a while. By the way,
Yeah,
that is
Well,
also...
but it
available-
scared the shit out of me the first time it happened. Do you know what I mean? So,
Well, anyway,
Well, yeah, yours next year, didn't you?
Yeah, it was mine next, Night 5. I
No,
ended up playing a
but-
game that was unknown, first of all, and I kind of regret the game. We ended up playing Soma.
But, right, going back to my original point, how much more skill would you have been if you was on your own? Yeah, you didn't have the party to fall back on, sort of thing.
I don't know.
I think he'd have been a lot more scared.
I think I would have been a lot. I would say I would have been probably a bit more scared about it. But then again, I like to point out, Soma is a horror game. It is a horror game, but it's a psychological horror game. It is from the same people who made Amnesia. So the game is not supposed to be meant for jump scares. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
people was expecting from me to play something like that. But I was expecting that as well. And then I found out I got more mind fucked than anything in that game. I think what happened was I was in Toronto, and then I was on the water, and then I had a suit. What the hell was going on?
But it's
anything.
like I say, I'm trying to get to the. It's meant to be about horror, but and you get people in the party, and they're going to end up talking about something else, like mine. If you listen to the audio on mine, there's very little about alien isolation discussed.
Mm.
And it's like if I was on my own, especially after the alien turned up, it's like I don't know where the alien is. Shit, what do I do? Oh no, you know. Whereas really, I can say, all right, guys, what are you playing? Oh crap, I've just died. You know, the distraction side with somebody else being there.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we'll see with Billy's, Heavenly's, and Hanksy's, which are coming up, and we'll probably not have anyone in chat. I'm sorry, Hanksy.
Oh, nobody in chat for you. Nobody in chat.
Blame Caj.
It's Cajr.
I didn't say anything about chat. I want about party.
I'm not having anybody.
He's now panicking. You know what? I'm starting to look forward to the Atlas one now.
He said he's not doing it now.
You are still doing it, mate. You're the Halloween one.
Hanksy, if you don't
He
do
says
it,
you're the main attraction.
if you don't do it, Hanksy, Heavenly will stay looking that way for the rest of her life. How's
Cad
he going
says,
to hear
if
me?
you don't do it, I'll stay looking this way for the rest of your life. He
And
says
choose
he
your
quite
words.
likes it.
Like I said,
He
blame
will
Caj.
do it.
I know he will definitely still do it. He's got his wisdom.
I do think Cajr's got a point. I think it's nice that we've had people there for support, and I do feel like we should all be watching each other. Do you know what I mean? Definitely. Going through that, but on Twitch rather than in a party,
Yeah.
because it does sort of settle you. But the actual fun of doing this whole thing is not to actually necessarily play the games and show people the games, but more for us to have a laugh at scaring the shit out of each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we do that more
Well-
if we're doing it by ourselves.
Well, the
so-
thing is, this is the first year that we've done this, so we are learning things from this year. So we just know a lot better for next year's anyway. Because I like to point out what we've done these past 6 nights. I would say it has been quite successful in a way. I think a lot of people have ended up watching them, and a lot of people have actually enjoyed them. Okay, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think we've had some great moments from there. I think Soma, with mine, I had a fun moment where we got near the end, and we actually found a sofa in Soma. Which was great.
I was
It's going to
watching
happen
that.
eventually.
It was going to happen. We found a sofa in Soma. I have to write a rap. Okay. Thank you, Bubbles. But I loved it. I am looking forward to the next couple of nights as well. It just means that next year we will make sure that no one will be in. We'll make sure that people, as much as we can, are actually alone in them, apart from in the Twitch chat themselves. Okay? Like I said, we learn.
Well, in the Twitch chat as well, like I say, people won't see the scares until after that person's been scared.
Exactly, yeah. So we probably will get more scared as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's what we've learnt from so far from Nights of Horror. And that Soma is... I think Soma is a good game. I give it its dues, but it's not. If you are looking for jump scares, you will not find them there. I'm going to be honest. It's more of a. It's trying to mess with your head with
Uneasy.
anything. It's
Yeah, it
uneasy.
makes you feel
That's the
uneasy.
word. And it did
Yeah.
make me feel uneasy throughout the whole game. I think I would have felt even more if, like you said, I didn't have Hanksy and Billy there with me, talking me. But then again, I think if I didn't have Hanksy and Billy there, I probably would still be stuck in that apartment.
Well, you could still ask the chat to help.
Yeah, but I like to point out, even when Hanksy actually told me and sent me a picture, it still took me 20 minutes to find the bloody bottle.
And a restart.
And a restart, yeah. By the way, when the video comes out on YouTube, I am going to do a blooper part of it where it is going to have the first 20 minutes of me playing the game, me trying to find the bottle. But I have actually put it in the actual video, which is coming out, the part when I've done the restart and continued on from there, because I think it cut about 20 minutes off the game, in my opinion. So I will still put that blooper part out, but it might not come out until after the rest of the Nights of Horrors have come out first. So look forward to that. With my Night of Horror coming out on YouTube.
Was it the bottle in the
tomorrow.
cabinet?
It was the bottle in the cabinet. I figured out that, you know what, now looking back at that footage, I didn't look in that cabinet on my first go. So I've got a feeling it was still in that cabinet.
Still there.
It's literally the first thing you have to do, as Bubbles says.
Yeah, I know, it was literally the first thing I had to do. And I couldn't find the bloody bottle. I did everything else in that room. I tried to watch TV. I think I found some toothpaste and I threw that away. And we all thought that the toothpaste was actually the bottle that I had to find. But yeah, we've learnt from it. So yeah, I think we're going to just do a few last bits. So towards the top 5 games, we've got a new number 1, by the way. If people are not surprised, guess what number 1 is?
Assassin's Creed.
Yes, Assassin's Creed is number 1.
Yeah, I was actually going to say Halo, but then I realised it was
That
from the
came
first.
with-
It was from Monday, yeah.
Yeah. So Assassin's Creed Syndicate topples FIFA 16 at the top of the charts, although its launch fails to outperform previous title Assassin's Creed Unity, which
I think-
was denied top spot last year by the second week of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It is the second major entry in the Assassin's Creed series not to be developed by Ubisoft Montreal as well. That honour this time goes to Quebec version. Assassin's Creed Syndicate surpasses with ease the other non-Ubisoft Montreal developer title, Assassin's Creed Rogue, but its launch falls short of surpassing any of the other major entries in the famous series. So this is actually the worst selling in the major series. That's I would
Yeah, but I think
recommend
it's
play
got to a point with Assassin's Creed. It's got to the Call of Duty phase. People start to get sick of it.
I think it's more because a lot of people were being a little bit more careful with what happened with Unity, if anything. I wouldn't be
Yeah, and
surprised if the
also
sales
it's
go up next
yeah,
week.
with Fallout coming out as well this year, I think. We're so saturated with games at the moment that it's just obscene.
Sales for FIFA 16 fall this week, but still manages to secure second place ahead of Activision Blizzard's Guitar Hero Live, new at number 3. It may be 5 years since the last Guitar Hero title, Warriors of Rock, but the new game still manages to increase on its predecessor's launch. Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, makes way for new releases by dropping 2 places to number 4, while Grand Theft Auto 5 sticks to number 5 thanks to a jump in sales. LEGO Dimensions falls 2 places to number 6, while Destiny the Taken King slips by 4 places to number 7. Forza Motorsport 6 is still in demand at number 8 ahead of LEGO Jurassic World, which was heavily promoted this week, a non-mover at number 9. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, rounds off the top 10, meaning Nintendo's new 3DS title, The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, has to settle for number 11. Thrown in with the new Assassin's Creed Syndicate, PS4 hardware bundles, Watch Dogs scampers back into the charts at number 12. Wow! The Witcher
my
3
God.
Wild Hunt also shoots up the chart thanks to the price promotion and the recent new expansion. The only other new title to debut inside the top 20 this week is Ubisoft's Just Dance 2016, which gets the party started at number 19. There we go. That is the UK charts for this week. So, again...
I just realised, you know, you said Legend of Zelda. Have you heard about something about apparently in the American version, there's a joke. Now, I don't actually get it. It's something about Doge or something. Doggy.
Doge. Yeah, it's a kind of coin thing, I think it is.
Well, there's some form of joke in there in the American version, but in the European version, it's not there.
Oh, right. That sucks.
But I'd have to ask Billy about that.
Hopefully we'll get him next week. This is next gen, and 2 years after release, we finally have next gen games. Yes, we do. That's awesome. We've got games. Moving on, before we move on to the new releases, have we got any plans apart? Well, starting with Heavenly, I know you've got your night of horrors, but have you got any other streaming, any game nights planned?
No, really. For me, at the moment, it's just ploughing through Assassin's Creed, ready for Fallout coming out. And then I'm also going to have a good shot at Halo as well, probably over the weekend.
So you can catch Heavenly's streams at twitch.tv/Heavenly30. And like I said, on Friday is her Night of Horror, where she'll be playing Resident Evil HD Remaster, which will also be hosted on this channel, the CTG Podcast. Cajr, what about you? Have you got any game streams planned, any game nights planned?
Well, next week I am on nights, so I've got my mornings. I don't know if...
You're going to try and get Mass Effect working again?
I will attempt. I don't understand how it let me do the first one, really, and then it's not let me do one since. It's pissing me off.
Well, we could try a bit of WWE 2K16 next week.
Yeah, but that'll be on your channel. I don't do that, do I?
Yeah, good point.
So test a bit of that. What else is there?
Halo 5 comes out. Well, it's out.
I can't really think of anything.
Well, if Cajr is doing any streaming, you can catch him at twitch.tv/CAJR87. Also, both of them, their Twitter handles. Cajr is CAJR87. And Heavenly, yours is Leslie Denise. Yeah. We need to get you a Heavenly Twitter handle one day.
Yeah, we do.
For me, like I said, we are continuing with our Nights of Horrors. The CTG Podcast channel is going to be hosting all of the Nights of Horrors like it has already so far. We've got Billy's, which is tomorrow, where he's playing Eternal Darkness. Heavenly, we've already mentioned, is on Friday, which he's playing Resident Evil. And then on Halloween itself, we got the return of Drunk Hanksy, this time playing Outlast. So we're all looking
I reckon you should withhold the alcohol.
That's one not to miss.
That is one not to miss.
You want me to do alcohol?
Yeah, instead of Hanksy drinking it, you drink it.
What? When he gets scared at Outlast?
Oh, that'd be
awesome!
awesome!
Be going to a party. They want me to have a shot every time you get scared at Outlast.
Should be passed out in 10 minutes.
No, it's more fun when I'm pouring it for Hanksy.
Well, you pour it like a millimetre at a time.
Anyway, for me streaming after the night, I will not be doing any other streams until after Halloween now because of the Nights of Horror. I want to try and keep it as free as possible for those things. But so from the 1st of November, yes, I will be back to proper streaming again. We'll be doing some WWE 2K16 to test it out, mainly to get ready for the next predictions. But it depends on how long, because this background you see at the moment, this is the last time we're going to see this background, hopefully, for a while. Because I will be back moving upstairs, so I'll get a bit more privacy again. And it's not just this, but also the consoles are going up there, so it's actually going to become more of an office area, which is nice. So my streaming cycle might be a little bit messed up, as it already is. We were talking about doing some more Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. Me and Billy, and I'm hopefully going to get some other people to do some of the manual stuff as well for that. We also want to play a game called Black and White Bushido or something like that, which Billy's recommended. So we'll be playing some of that as well. My channel, twitch.tv/GDW2007, and you already know what this one is, twitch.tv/CTG Podcast. The Twitter handles, mine is at GDW2007. Crave Your Games is at Crave Your Game. Our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Crave Your Games. We also, for the audio version of the podcast and the update, you can find those at craveyourgame.wordpress.com. And if you're 18 and over, you can join us at cravethegame.net for a very fun place for people who want to play games without the whole competitive, well, mostly without the whole competitive side of things. There's still friendly competition, of course. So, that is a long outro, I know. So, as always, just to end it all off, the new releases. I need to really cut that outro a bit sometimes. So, press that, and it's press.
Are we finished?
No, we're not finished yet. I've still got to do one more thing. What day are we on? The 28th, isn't it? So, on Friday, games coming out. WWE 2K16 on the 360, PS3, Xbox One, and PS4. Project Zero, Maiden of the Black Water, comes out on the Wii U. That is digital only, by the way. And it's 15 gigs. So if you've got the cheaper Wii U, you're screwed. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker comes out on the 3DS. A Professional Farmer 2016 comes out on the Xbox One, PS4, PC. Shovel Knight comes out on the Wii U, the PS4, and the 3DS. And Minecraft Story Mode Season Pass disc comes out on the 360, PS3, and Xbox One and PS4. That is a disc of the Season Pass, by the way. On Monday the 2nd of November, Sonic Lost World comes out on the PC. On Tuesday the 3rd of November, Anno 2205 comes out on the PC. And that is pretty much it. There we go. So, yeah. That was long. I think Cajr's fallen asleep.
No, I'm still here.
So, thank you for joining us. I'm sorry that outro was so long. A lot we have to say there. And thank you for joining us. Like I said, tomorrow is Billy's turn to do his Night of Horror. Until then, thank you for joining us, and goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Shots. I think the movie doesn't give him justice. That movie's a documentary.
Do you know what I think is really crap about Star Wars? Like,
Yeah.
now I'm just going to whinge about Star Wars in general.
That's not what about Star Wars, because it won't work, because I'm here.
Yeah. The one thing I don't like about it is it's a whole sci-fi galaxy thing. You don't see one fucking alien in this game, like, or any like rebel alien or rebel.
He's actually got a point thinking of it. I think there isn't actually any aliens.
No
in
fucking
that game.
variety.
Yeah.